Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of this pre-show episode of Unleash Your Audacious Confidence. I am Alicia Curry, and I'm so glad that you joined us today. I want to welcome all of you who are joining us, who join us live on YouTube, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for joining us. And I just want to remind you that the American Black Film Festival is on Miami Beach, June 12th to 16th this year. So if you are interested in finding out more about film that is featuring those in the African American community, this is a beautiful time to come visit Miami and check out the ABFF Film Festival. So you can get tickets. Just go to abff.com to get your tickets. If you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, I would highly suggest subscribing to our YouTube channel. I would love it if you do that, because we air these shows on our YouTube channel and we replay them every Friday. So if you miss our show live, if you're unable to join us live when we do our shows, you can check us out on the YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/Alicia Curry and subscribe. We're also going to be sharing some tips on a number of different things over on that channel, which I probably won't be sharing anywhere else than on our YouTube channel. So, or in our email list. So if you're on our email list, you can hop on our email list by getting your free copy of the 7 Secrets to Audacious Confidence. So if you go to Alicia360.com, here's the website, Alicia360.com. If you go there, there's a free gift. And when you hit free gift and you download the gift, you can get on our email list. So we'll be sharing some tips, some hacks, and some good stuff over on our YouTube channel. So go on and subscribe to that. So we have an amazing show coming up, and this is a preview of that show. And the topic for the show is excellence is not perfectionism. And the reason I thought about doing a show around that, because first of all, perfectionism really impacts your confidence in a number of ways. Part of it is really getting feeling like you can't do something unless it's absolutely perfect. So it can really stymie your confidence and your growth in your confidence. But we're going to have an amazing show. It's Excellence is Not Perfectionism. And you can go to redcarpetceo.com if you want to be a part of the show. So let me share with you, because I always talk about this when you go to the website, but I've never shown it to you. So I have, if you go to the website, redcarpetceo.com, and you click on it, when you get there, if you scroll up, you'll see that button right there. It says join the show. So you click on that button that says join the show. And when you click on it, you come to the show page that is live. When we go live, that button that's now black actually changes color, and you're able to join the show live when you go to redcarpetceo.com. So find the button that says join the show. When you click on it, when we go live, that black button changes color, and then you can enter the studio and be part of our studio audience. And the great thing about being part of the studio audience is once the 30-minute show is taped, once we've completed taping of the first 30 minutes, we open up the show for you to interact with us. So whether we have a guest or if it's me doing the show, we get to comment and talk to each other and really have a great time sharing our experiences and just diving deeper into the topic that we have. So you're welcome to join us live. If you miss us live, then every Friday on our YouTube channel, we are on redcarpetceo.com. You can go there. You'll see it there pop up every Friday, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. So you can also go to redcarpetceo.com, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, Jermaine, thank you so much for joining us today. So going back to the topic, excellence is not perfectionism. So I'm going to talk about 4 of the secrets to audacious confidence as kind of antidotes to this idea of excellence and perfectionism. How do we get out of perfectionism if we find ourselves in perfectionism? To me, perfectionism is, number one, it's an illusion. You can never attain perfection, because one man's idea of perfection is not another one's. So one person's idea of what perfect is and what perfection is not the same as someone else's idea of perfection. So it's unattainable. Perfection is unattainable. You can get a perfect score in something. That doesn't necessarily mean that was perfection. The other thing about perfectionism is that it's mired in fear. And a lot of times that came about because we were told, or we developed this belief that we had to get things absolutely perfect. Otherwise, we would not be accepted or not be acceptable or be punished if it wasn't. Oh, thank you so much. Yay. Have a great day of work. So this idea of being perfect can be so entangled in imposter syndrome, in fear that people aren't going to like it. And because they don't like it, they don't like me. Whereas excellence, there's a completely different attitude and vibration and energy and spirit behind excellence. And I was on a panel for a women's conference recently. I was on this panel, got a hiccup, and someone asked from the audience on the panel, what's the difference between excellence and perfection? Because the conference was women empowering women for excellence. So they want to know, what's the difference? And someone on the panel said something that really struck a chord with me, because she felt like she has to get everything perfect. That's what she was sharing, that she had a grandmother that would drum it into her that you have to do it this way, and this way is the perfect way to do it. So she spends a lot of time making sure things are perfectly done. And the reason it struck a chord with me is because she said she had a Caribbean grandmother, right? Grandmothers from the Caribbean. I grew up in the Caribbean. I grew up in Trinidad, and I can so attest to that there is this idea of perfectionism, because it's what will everyone else think or say about you, or not about you, but about me, right? If it's a grandmother, if it's your mother, if it's your parent, it's like, I don't want other people out there to say something about me, that I don't know how to raise you right, or I don't know how to keep a house right, or I don't know how to do this. So it was always about this idea that others are going to judge you if it's not perfectly done, because then it will reflect badly on you as the parent. And so that was the messaging that you had to be perfect because then it will reflect poorly on me, the parent. And so, we were raised with that kind of idea that we had to have everything perfect. And if we weren't perfect, then we'd either get in trouble or we'd feel like we were nothing. So perfectionism can also create within you this unworthiness, this feeling of unworthiness, or of never being enough. And so it's a very negative, uh, it's it's a negative way of being if you're constantly thinking about perfection versus doing things with excellence. And I have a few, I'll just give you a couple of them because I'm already at time for these preview shows. I don't want to give you the whole show, but I'm going to talk about how to use 4 of the 7 secrets to overcome this perfectionism if you find yourself uh, leaning into that from time to time, and it's hindering your confidence. So I'm going to give you 4 of them, and the 4 of them that I'm going to give you is resistance, preparation, practice and preparation, actually, passion and purpose, and alter ego. So I'm going to go deeper into those 4 and how you can use them to really shift if you find yourself in perfectionism. But I had a couple excellence versus perfectionism things to look out for, and I'll go into more of these during the show too. And the show, by the way, the show is at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific. It is, if you go to redcarpetceo.com, go to redcarpetceo.com, you will be entered into the show. Like I said, just scroll up, you'll see join the show, join the live show. And when you click on that, when we go live, probably 5 minutes to the top of the hour, when it's 5 minutes to the top of the hour, you'll be able to come into the studio audience to join the show. So just make sure you keep your cameras off and your mics muted until the 30 minutes of the show is gone, and then you can be a part of it. But let's look at these. I wrote them down because they were just coming to me. So excellence equals growth. Perfectionism equals contraction. Excellence is to do things for others because you want to do it for someone. And perfection is really for yourself. It's so that I look good, so that nobody can judge me. So I'm doing it perfectly. And trust me, I was in the throes of perfectionism myself. So I understand this. Excellence is about striving and not worrying about the outcome being a specific way, but the learning and the doing of it. So you're growing through the process, and perfection stifles creativity, and you're only focused on one outcome being the right outcome. And so you can get into a lot of kind of inner conflict as well as outer conflict. Um, Excellence is open and expansive, and perfectionism is fear driven and it's people pleasing. Um, and it's in the expectation. It's in the expectation of something being, like I said, done in a very specific way. So I encourage you to come join us. I'll give you a few more of these, just so that you can see if you recognize any of them. I strive always to do better and give you better content and learn more so I can share more and just give it to you in a spirit of excellence. I may flub from time to time. I might, like at the beginning of this video, I had the background all worked out, but unfortunately I had another screen there as well. So, I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm always striving to do things better the next time I hop on camera with you. So always looking to grow and do things with a spirit of excellence. So hope you can forgive my slip ups from time to time, but I do continue to try my best. All right. That's it for me on this pre-show preview of Unleash Your Audacious Confidence. We will be live on Win Win Women Network which also streams on Roku, Amazon, and Apple on Tuesdays. So this show will be streamed on Roku, Amazon, and Apple on Tuesdays on the Win Win Women Network. So go to winwinwomen.com and check out the Win Win Women TV network. All right, everyone. I will see you live at the top of the hour for another episode of Unleash Your Audacious Confidence here on Win Win Women TV.